all grew up in what you'll call the golden age of anime in America. Now, that's funny when you say golden age, because technically the golden age of anime was in the 80s when all of the major studios had a buttload of money and they was just pumping out shit left and right. What happened in the 90s though, all of that crashed. All of it crashed. We didn't know in the United States because we saw something that looked Japanese and somebody's name was Tetsuo, and we was like, oh shit, this is automatically titties. We thought that. Now that we get older and all the rest of that, we see stuff for what it is. And yeah, there are some titles that we have separated ourselves from because they were so schlocky, they didn't make any sense. Then there's the ones that are shitty, but you know what? We hold them close to our heart. Looking at you, Eris, with Venus Wars.
Hey, yo, D. So when we gonna sit down and watch Peach Girl?
Okay, look.
Oh, yeah, both of y'all got that shit for Bam. I ain't touching that shit.
Hey, look. See, he look. By episode, look, if we would force Chris to watch it, episode 4 is Chris. So we watching the next DVD, right?
No, it's more like if we did a video of Peach Girl, I'm gonna have the fucking death stare looking at both of y'all guys like, go fuck yourself. I'm torching you guys next time.
Look, see Eris, he don't
say
know.
That now. He say that.
No. See, I know because I know people. I got friends. Adriana is one of them that watched Peach Girl and kept trying to goad my ass to watch the shit. And I'm like, no, I'm not watching that fucking shit. No, I'm not.
You about to be a grown ass man at episode 24. I think that was the end of the anime. You gonna be at the end. So he actually got one at the end of the whole thing. I know. This shit was beautiful. Here's Eris. So she just left a good looking nigga. I know, right?
Nah, see, the only one you're gonna get me to like kind of sort of like get some feels is Kids on the Slope, and that's because that's Watanabe hitting you with music and feels.
No, don't do that. No, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to bring in your pretentious bullshit to make it.
I can. I'm not bringing in that shoujo bullshit.
This is what I'm saying. What happened was in the 1990s when it came to anime, it really turned into a weird wasteland of very, very bad. And that was a diamond. Too bad it was animated shitty. We had a lot of that in the 90s. And even into the early 2000s was like that. But luckily, early 2000s, anime picked up, and it is where you see it is now. There's a whole lot of genres. We're starting to see the violent anime that we used to get in the 80s all the time. That's why Devilman did so good out of nowhere, even though it's the same poorly written bullshit it was in the 80s. But guess what? People
better graphics.
Yeah, I know. Come on, D. Come on, man. Look, man, the animation is terrible, but the action is okay. See? And there were titties. There was titties. There's no tits
Loads
in anime.
of them.
Look, here's like this. There's no tits in anime. I'm sorry, sir. I watch hentai. There are tits in anime. But here's the thing. And it's art. Now, the weird thing is this. We all do have a character or series that we connect a lot of our teenage angst on. And luckily for all three of us, I can safely say that this missed us, but it did catch Chris when he was an adult, and that was Gantz. This series was made for nihilistic bullshit that everything in the world is bad. People just kill each other for no reason. And everything is blood, and girls are timid with big old titties. That's what Gantz did. Now, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about all this. Gantz, for whatever reason, got really, really popular. It got really popular.
I can hit on this. So it's another one of those animes that had 2 seasons, and they were never able to finish it out. A lot of it due to rights issues, and also much like Dead Man Wonderland, there was no money into continuing the series in the anime form.
Didn't it also have to do with the fact that Gonzo basically ran out of money?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gonzo Animation, one of my favorite animation houses, did Gantz. Now, that being said, Eris, you know the quality that Gonzo gave us. It didn't go in the
absolutely.
game. None of that went in the game.
I
Gantz the anime is one of the more, no bullshit, it's one of the more ugly looking anime you would ever see. And it came out that prime time of the early 2000s where you can tell that the animators basically drew with the wrong hand. It looks that bad.
Can I point out something? Were you like me when you found out that Gonzo had something to do with this? You looked at the cover of it and thought, oh man, this thing is going to get animated beautifully. Like I'm looking forward to watching every episode of this. And then by episode 1, you are immediately disappointed.
Yeah. And the thing of it is, with the anime, they pulled a Full Metal Alchemist and they diverted away from the manga. And they had an original ending.
Because they were still making it?
Yeah, they were still in the middle of it and stuff. So here's the thing about the manga. The manga jumps the shark, at least in my humble opinion. And the whole mystery surrounding Gantz, and buckle up, folks. I'm just going to let you read how it transpires to this point. But it has something to do with aliens.
No, it's even worse.
Ooh, can I get this part? Can I get this part?
Go ahead.
So check it out. I have a question for everyone. So how would you like it if you were minding your own business, thinking that you're going to go home, give your little brother or sister, that birthday cake that they weren't even expecting because they think that you're a typical salary man or woman, and all you do is work and come home late. Little do you know, before you go home, you need to have a nice brush with death and not come back.
That's like.
However, in said brush with death, you are driven to this world where it didn't seem like you left, but apparently you are wearing motion capture clothes, and you have to participate in what I like to call real life Monster Hunter.
And here's the kicker.
Now hold on, CJ. Before you get in, now let me throw in my kicker for you. So the rule of thumb is, you can fight, you can get points, and for every time you kill a monster, you get a ton of points, and you can use that to get weapon upgrades. And when you just happen to get enough, you can do one of two things. You can cash out. All your memories of the game are completely erased, and you can go back. You actually gain a literal second life. You go back to what you were doing before you were killed. Or you can just keep playing the game because honestly, I love to play a game where I only have one life to live. Basically, I could stay in the Contra world.
I thought he was going to say Dark Souls, actually.
The thing is, like I said, in the manga,
or Dark Souls.
Like I said, in the manga, once it gets into aliens, the Gantz rules just get thrown out the fucking window.
Well, this is for, and we're really talking for people that know of or seen Gantz or seen the whole thing. I'm going to jump ahead for you. You're probably saying, so why are these aliens doing these deathmatch games with human beings? Well, human beings are insignificant to the grand scope of all of the universe, and blah, blah, blah. People are invaders, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Immigrants, yes, immigrants. Blah, blah, blah. Socialism, blah, blah, blah. Everything needs to die. Trust me. This sounds like...
Something Monster Hunter.
At the end of the day, Chris, and you can agree with me, doesn't this sound like some white boy bullshit? Some teenager whose best friend died at an early age type bullshit, where everything is sour, God doesn't exist, and people are just things, and I wish that girl who doesn't talk to me had big titties. Doesn't that all seem like what this is?
It really is and stuff. And
this the whole series, real talk, is a edgelord's paradise.
The only thing missing, just from watching all the footage I've seen, I said, good Lord, I could splice together the footage and make at least a dozen Linkin Park AMVs. Yeah.
So where the story drops us off at is they drop us off right, actually, now Chris, correct me if I'm wrong here. This is what I learned from other people's reviews and all the rest of that shit. Because I kind of crammed for this, but then where they drop us off in the movie, isn't it technically in the middle of the story?
Yeah. So basically, the whole thing revolves around Kei and Kaito. They are like the two guys who in the manga. They're the two guys that are like the Ryu and Ken. You want to be around them because you'll survive missions if both of those two are on your team, essentially. Like, everybody picks up on that shit. And then and to be honest with you, Gantz-0 does a smart thing. They drop you in probably the turning point of the manga, which is the Osaka whole thing. Because
everybody says it's the best. Now, what I also hear, they say that's the best arc. Is it the best arc?
Oh, it is, because it's the turning point. Because the thing about Gantz is, every arc in Gantz up to the Osaka thing is an escalation. The initial arcs, the Gantz people, when they fight the monsters, they're invisible to society. They're invisible. Nobody can see them. The destruction doesn't affect the real world in the sense that nobody's really paying attention to that. As it escalates in each level and stuff, when they get to the Buddha fight and stuff, that's when it gets ridiculous. And when you get to the Osaka battle, that's when everybody in the real world are basically collateral damage to all the bullshit that's fucking happening. It's like Gantz-0 is literally it's like if you were dropped in the middle of the chaos of Metal Gear Solid 5 when all the fucking shit's going down. It's like, what's going on? Why is Snake and you get stabbed by fucking like that's really what happens.
I was really gonna say, imagine actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure did the same thing with the OVA. Remember, the first thing that ever came out for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was the OVA that dropped you off in the middle of Stardust Crusaders. So it pretty much jumped the first two parts of the damn series just to get to the meat and potatoes. Imagine if none of us knew anything about Dragon Ball, and actually, for a lot of us, this is how we learned it. Imagine if you just turn on your TV one day and they drop you off in the middle of the Frieza saga. Which
I got an even better
ain't that bad, actually. That's how.
Actually, I got an even better one for you, hey CJ. Going back to what you just said about MGS. Imagine you never played the game before, and it you turn the game on and it drops you off in the middle of the Sahelanthropus fight on extreme mode.
Yeah, it's like you're a normal, like you said, you're a normal citizen walking around, you're getting your ramen, and all of a sudden you see a demon get his head blasted off by some dude in a skin-tight suit on a damn future motorcycle, and you're like, what the fuck is going on today?
CJ, the CJ, the suit is, look, it is called a motion capture.
I'm sorry, can you imagine? I'm already picturing in my head, all three of us are coming from the screener at the Mazda, and all of a sudden we see a monster get their head blown off, and I'm looking at y'all two like, let's get the fuck on the goddamn metro, get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit.
Yo, you ain't lying. Yo, no bullshit. No bullshit. You see all the people running down skin-tight suits. I'm thinking about myself, if, I swear to God, this is a prime time for Filthy Frank to put on that pink guy suit and run down.
I swear, because the movie.
Welcome to the rice field.
Because the thing about
just imagine it. Thank you, Eris. Just imagine that shit. One of the motherfucking bosses roll up on Frank. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker.
So here's the thing. When we get to the beginning of it, it's right at the end of the tail end mission in the manga where Kei actually ends up getting killed. So Kei ends up getting killed saving Rika. And when they get back in there, everybody's tallying up and they're all sad that, Kai or whatever is dead. So I'm like, okay, so you guys just said, fuck it, we're just going to go balls deep into this. All right, cool. And then they showed Kaito dying. And I already knew off the break that was his second death. I knew. But I knew a lot of people that didn't read the manga, they was like, man, this sucks this guy died. And I was like, oh, this is his second death. Hope you guys know that. But again, the movie...
Know what, Chris? I am only mad at you in one sense.
Sorry.
That was kind of a reveal in the movie that he already went through it once before. And trust me, as a dude that watched this movie 3 times in total, that does take a lot of piss out when you realize that this was his first rodeo.
It wasn't his first rodeo, but like when you watch it a second and third time, you start understanding how he's able to kind of have that resilience when he gets used to it and stuff, because it's like it feels like it's muscle memory essentially.
But yeah, it really does. But what you learn very quickly with Kato is this. Kato has this one thing about him that is very, very transparent. Much like Ichigo Kurosaki, oh my God, don't they have a hero streak in them?
Dude.
It's like, I have to be the hero. I have to be the one to do it.
That hero streak comes from, I have something worth fighting for. But my little brother, I want to get back to my little brother and enjoy his birthday with him.
Yeah. See, look. And
then you get the hold on. And then you get the edgelord, Mister. I'm only going for the boss.
Hey, he's a smart move. He gets the invisibility. I'm like, fuck it.
Don't get me wrong. Yep. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, CJ. Don't get me wrong. Yes, it is a smart move. I will not take that away from you. However, now hold on. It does not excuse the fact that you are extremely edgelordy about it.
Oh, you know what? I like his characterization of
Every time he talked, the only thing that was needed in the background was injection crawling.
Yo, real talk. I like him in this iteration versus the anime where he's a bit callous in the anime. Nishi.
In the anime, I did see like a couple of episodes of the anime. Oh my God, I shut it off after 4 episodes.
It's a rough watch. Look,
real talk. I am not knocking anybody that likes this series, but if I was 19, I would muscle through this whole thing like it's nothing and probably enjoy it. I'm a grown-ass man. I want to slap Nishiki across the face every time he spoke. Not only was he an edgelord, he was a cocky edgelord. There's nothing worse than that.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you get the satisfaction? Did you get that satisfaction when that monster showed up and he walked like he thought he was king of the mountain with that OP weapon until he got his arm yanked back and he pulled back a nub.
Oh my God! Mm-hmm. All right. We got to go through this movie.
Okay, so basically, the movie off the break, Kaito basically saves somebody from a knife attack. He pops up back in the room. Now the thing of it is, you get this. It's a random room. It's a random room, but the crew that Kaito is a part of is the most random shit. Of course, you need your obligatory elderly guy. Of course.
How you doing, sir? Put this on. Don't worry, everything will be fine. And I'm thinking, shout out to who I thought it was. I thought that was Lucien that was doing that voice because he does an old man voice, and you heard his. And trust me, folks, you just heard his voice in the beginning of this show with the who introduced 3 Black Geeks. But this dude, but I thought it was him. No, he does one of the Osaka people. I was like, oh God. I was like,
you got I thought I got him. So you got so Suzuki is the old man. We already talked about Nishi being the dickhead, but he's a dickhead.
Oh man, Nishi is no. And you know what makes him? You know what actually capitalized his edgelordiness and the fact that he has been in this for a teenager? Minute? No, not that. The fact that he has a skin tight suit on, but this motherfucker has regular clothes on.
Oh, he has a duster. He has a duster over top of that shit. Duster and jeans on like. Okay.
No, it ain't a duster. That's a regular cardigan.
Yeah. So you got him. We got another angry guy who we already know he's going to die immediately because he's a
random Yakuza wannabe.
He's a Yakuza, which is ironic because jumping ahead, his homeboys are like, yo, we actually get to kill aliens? Fuck yeah, let's do this.
But all right, like this motherfucker, he's just over there like, yeah, I'm like he's typical, he's going to die type of person.
Oh no, he gets killed because he's like, I'm not about to take orders from some fucking ball, and Nishi just blasts him in the head like, yeah, fuck you, you're a liability, get the hell out of here.
I like how Kato is like, Kato is rightfully freaking out about all of this.
You just got stabbed in the subway and you wake up in a random room like, the fuck just happened?
And then next thing you know, all the people are like disappearing in this weird, the way they disintegrate and go to the next world. Okay, it's kind of cool, but it does look like it takes a long time for them to load
up.
It's
it's like the fucking Tron shit when Flint got zapped into Tron and she like.
Yes, it's the exact same.
See, first of all, I believe the Tron thing actually moved quicker than this. This is PS2 loading.
PS1, sir. Put some respect on PS2.
I give you that. Look, I give you that because Yeah, Flynn did go in like, he was like an old printer back in the day. He did go into that. But real talk, that shit had speed. So
yeah. Now here's the thing.
Can I also hold on? Can I also point out something else? So with them wearing these suits and they're being transported, which do you think hurts more? Being transported like that, or the Star Trek beam me up, Scotty?
I think the beam me up, Scotty, hurts initially. I think the first time you go through it, you're going to throw up. You're going to throw up.
Well, they showed that in the J.J. Abrams one. Like, a couple people were like, "Oh shit," blah, and they threw up because they weren't used to that.
Yeah,
like,
I imagine that.
That happens and stuff. But like,
but you got to think about it. You got to think about it because in that sense, in Star Trek, isn't that your molecules basically dispersing and then coming back together?
That's what made that whole scene with like Scotty saving them mid-air and shit so like jarring, because they land inside the database and Kirk is all like a little sick, like the fuck, so yeah, your molecules are getting like shifted around. But like also too, a part of the crew, you got Rika and Yamazaki, the two chicks that's on the team, and of course we need
AKA the eye candy.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Let's look. Rika. Okay. If you don't like Orihime, think of that, and think of better looking titties. That's all she is.
Yeah.
Because Orihime, because people have two speeds of Orihime. I mean, she ain't the strongest, but there's a purpose for her. There's a reason why she's on the show. There's a reason why she's with the crew. She actually helps out. And then you're on the other side of Orihime where it's like, you just titties and nothing else, are you?
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, Reika, I didn't see her kill one monster in this whole movie. So she's nothing but titties.
Which is unfortunate because she's more capable in the manga, because she rocks a shotgun in the manga. So it's like, damn.
You know what? That's the one thing I always hate with when it comes to manga in general, where there is something done way better in the manga or something that fleshes out the character a whole lot better, and then they make it into the anime and it's the most simplified thing in the world. Because it's stupid. I hate that.
Yeah, because like basically, like I said before, like Kaito and Kai are like the two that kind of inspires her to get involved in the game, because it's like, well, fuck, we got to sit there and get out of this, all together and stuff by any means. Because like I said, again, they got to score 100 points and they can get their freedom from the game and all that stuff. So, and then you got Yamazaki, who she's intrigued by him. And again, the movie already just says, oh, you're the love interest off the break.
Yeah, with her, because what happens is this: they get zapped into the game, but they look around and they say, God, I forgot the name of the actual district. One of the famous districts in Osaka. It was
Dotonbori.
Dotonbori. Thank you. I knew it was Bori. That's all I remember. It was Bori. But yeah, they was like, Osaka? And next thing you know, you see all these different monsters that even the people who are experienced is like, yo, where did all these monsters come from?
Well, that's what makes it dope. It looks different than it's so dope because we find out that it's not just that team that's in Gantz. There's other people around Japan that is part of this game and stuff. And like I said, two guys in particular, they're former Yakuza. They got jumped into Gantz and they're just fucking enjoying it to the point to where they're eating ramen. They're eating ramen and drinking and just killing killing monsters at the same time.
Huh?
No, I said it's to the point to where the two Yakuza dudes got like really good weapons and they're just killing monsters and just drinking and eating
left and right. I like how one dude got a bike and the other dude got like a samurai. So you can tell that whole Osaka crew is a bunch of niggas. And I gotta say, to be honest with you,
they're former Yakuza.
And look, but here's the thing, Eris, am I right or am I wrong? You know Japan better than us. Compared when it comes to Osaka and Tokyo, Osakas are the niggas, aren't they?
Well, they're the more friendly, like between the two. That's a fact.
Yeah, the black folk then. I was
basically put it this way. Put it this way. If you had to place a bet on who would invite you to the barbecue, you would be smart to bet on Osaka.
This is true.
Yep. See, I knew it.
But the thing that's cool about it though is that like the thing of it is that the game starts escalating as we've seen it. Like I said, we see the other crews of Gantz people that got advanced weaponry, and then you got this team that has Nishi is probably the only one that got good weaponry, and he's being stingy with the fucking guns and shit. Everybody else got the little pistol X gun, which is kind of like the default gun that you get in Gantz, essentially. So it's just, you just gotta work with what you get.
It looks like it only got like 8 blasts before it has to recharge to shoot again. Oh yeah, these guns overheat.
Oh yeah. And the thing of it is too.
Oh look.
Mm-hmm. No, the thing of it is too. It's just like it's like you got the little monsters and stuff, and the Gantz team is fighting them. But then, like you said, the two guys are like, where the fuck are all these monsters coming from? And it feels like a Mega Man level where okay, they kill the lower end monsters, and then all of a sudden, even more powerful monsters starts coming through.
Yeah, you're getting these weird sub bosses and all the rest of that, and you can tell that everything is like you said. You can really tell that everything's escalating. I want to put a pin in real quick for one quick minute. This animation of this movie is fucking gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I loved it. The jiggle physics.
Yeah, the jiggle physics. The action, all that. It's like, you know what? All of this feels eerily familiar, and it should. The people behind this did a lot of stuff. I'm just going to give a couple examples without looking at the Wikipedia page. They did the animation in Tekken 5. Actually, since Tekken 5.
I was just going to say Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what else they did? And you can probably tell in some instances they did all the animation for Metal Gear Rising.
Makes sense.
They did God, what was the other one? It was another one they did that was pretty big. But they have done this for years now, and this is their first full length animated feature and all that. And holy shit!
It first because they did the Resident Evil movie too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they did do the Resident Evil. They did Damnation. I forgot about that. They did do Damnation. So yeah, that's what I was trying to remember. But anyway,
and Appleseeds.
And they did the Appleseed. All right, look, real talk.
Sorry.
I hate no. You're right. Thank you. I wanted it to actually be whatever. But the point is, but the thing I will say is this: that Appleseed movie looked terrible.
That movie.
You mean Apple? Wait. You talking about Appleseed Ex Machina?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is
terrible. You know what? I got a question real quick. Bit of a tangent. Chris, do you like Appleseed? Because I don't know one person that does.
I think the 80s one, I only like the aesthetic of certain things, but even the 80s one, I was just like, can we just get to the action? I think Machina, Ex Machina to me annoyed the fuck out of me because I was in the Air Force at the time when it dropped. I think I was annoyed about the fact that movie was too fucking long.
I was annoyed that the plot really decided to be this deep philosophical BS, and it didn't hit no notes at all. See, actually, that's kind of what Gantz does. It's the same thing where you got a lot of setup for it, but it's like that makes no sense. It's kind of like it's the opposite to what Ghost in the Shell did with the Laughing Man. Like, I will go down and say the Laughing Man saga was one of the best I ever seen in anime, period. Now, the way it ended, yeah, you can debate on how to end it, because I will be honest, as much as I loved it, I thought the ending was kind of meh. But guess what? They told a story, they got all their deep philosophical points out and all the rest of it. It actually did due diligence of actually telling a story with all this bullshit. It's almost equal. I hate it when anime does this thing where they say a college word and it's like, see, because we said that college word, it's a smart anime now. Like, I hate that. I hate that half-assery when they do that shit.
I know what you mean, Dee. I know exactly what you mean. You say one smart word and all of a sudden you think you're Ghost in the Shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know who else does that? And you know who else did that especially? Who's been we can see it peppered in, especially in the 4th installment. Hideo Kojima writes the same way.
Yeah.
Well, he'll say something, especially in Guns of the Patriots. I can't speak for the 5th game, but Guns of the Patriots, oh my god! Yeah. Especially all the shit that was said on the fucking gunship between missions and all the rest of that crap. It was like, oh my god, y'all don't have to talk about this. Stop. There's no point. Just go on with the plot. Just kill something. I hate it when anime does that. Anime does something. Anyway, but I had to mention that. The one other thing I have to mention, because of the animation looking so good, all of the yokai that you see in this game, because all of the monsters are basically based off of yokai. All of them, holy crap.
They're trippy as shit. It's
they're gorgeous. They're gorgeous looking, and I mean really, like especially the monster with the the woman, the
monster made out of.
I was like that one monster, the female Slender Man. That was where they got first made.
Look, the monster with that looked like a fucking spinning fire tire. That shit freaked me the fuck out. I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, the fucking head. How the head, the big gigantic head that rolled over the bridge. I was like, bruh, if I saw that in real life, I would shit my pants and y'all two's pants at the same time.
That's why I said, that's why I said, imagine you're sitting up there leaving work and you see all this shit happening. Are you gonna fucking go out? Because at one point, Kaito, the old man gives Kaito some money and was like, hey, you might want to call somebody special. And Kaito was like, shit, you know what? Let me call my brother and tell him to stay his ass in the house.
And his brother, because he thinks Kaito is just full of shit. He like, yeah, just get home, whatever. You're working late, it's all good. Nah, nigga, it's all good. It ain't my birthday, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever, bitch. Bye.
Basically.
I mean, yeah, he did it. He did the nice Japanese way of doing it, but real talk, it was like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
whatever. I bet you. Look, I bet if I was your boss's dick, you'd be over here. But whatever.
But also too, going to Yamasaki though, her and Kaito clearly, outside of her being a love interest, they both have this thing.
Real quick.
They pull this whole thing of they got a connection because they got somebody that they love and they got to stay alive. And I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Here's me.
Like,
okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That bridge is made out of toilet paper, but okay.
Actually, for me, I just looked at him. I looked at that whole love interest thing between them. I've seen couples get together for less.
Yeah. Sometimes, look, but the only thing that really pissed me off is the second she started asking questions, and then she was like, "Why you got to be a hero about it?" She's like, "Cuz I just have to." And she, oh yeah, by the way, I love this one scene where she was like, I love that part where she said, "How old are you?" He said, "I'm 17 years old," and basically she revealed that she was 23, and then something came up where that big ass green monster was chasing that family and he was trying to save them. And she was like, he's like, whatever, be a hero, you idiot. And then she said, but he was kind of cute. Here's me. Oh my God, Japan.
I mean,
Japan. Nihon, listen to me.
We went over this with Sailor. We went over this with Sailor Moon, but
monsters. There are monsters, yokai, from your deepest fantasy of nightmarish fantasies are rolling around right now. Okay, Japan? Him being cute has nothing to do with this whole situation.
Well, D, I can say something, and you're really going to say boo and tell me to go in the corner, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway.
Go ahead.
I guess it is true. Love really does bloom on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's to the point where it's funny.
Eris, hold on, Chris. Hold on. DJ Sue, I want you to take this blue sticker. It's a blue star sticker. Put it wherever you want. Okay? Hold on. You're laughing now. Trust me, you're not. While you're putting that on, stand right there. I'm going to take this airsoft gun. Yes, it's an airsoft gun. It's not a real fucking gun. And I'm going to shoot this between your eyes. No, nigga, stand still. Chris, hold him down.
I mean, you know what's funny?
I mean, hold on. Where's the lie? Am I wrong?
Look. I give you points because, yeah, you're right. But at the same time, no, you already know the deal. You just see me putting the shells in. Is that got a shotgun? I said airsoft, okay?
Now here's the thing.
Like, as soon as you said, no, D, hold on. As soon as you said, I said airsoft, here's me. You're still laughing, though.
Exactly.
Like, you still laugh. He's like, you still, no, actually, that's what I say. Like, that sounds like a gun. Airsoft again. Any last words? You laughing, though, nigga. No, here's me just no. Then I'll hit the Wesley Snipes cry. Yes, I am.
Me, I'm just gonna be like Wesley Snipes in fucking Demolition Man, where I'm just nodding exactamundo.
Oh God. So Eris, how did you get that bruise on your face? Long story. All you need to know is that love does bloom on the battlefield. That's all you need to know.
And Hooker.
Also,
and
I have a mild. I have a mild concussion. I think it's covered under my insurance, and I can go home for the next 2 days.
Imagine if you will. You tell your insurance company, yeah. So the other day, a demon bit off my leg. Am I covered under that? Sir, get the hell off the line right now. Get off the line right now.
Because you somewhere. Say that because you see one of the soccer team, one of the guys on those soccer teams just missing an arm, and they clouded this nigga out like, you got bit, son. He's like, man, I'm all right. And he's like, and Kato was like, why are they laughing it off? And then Suzuki, because he's Mr. Exposition. You need one in any of these movies. Oh, that's because you get your limbs back at the end of the game. You have to win, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, he's the one that's telling Kaito the whole time, just leave it to the other Osaka team. They have the better weapons. Just hang back and play it safe. And I'm like, but but you don't get points. What is the point of hanging back?
Well, the point is to stay alive. The point is to stay alive.
This dude look like he's the type of person that will bounce out and be like, hey guys, I'm gonna go over to the next town over and play some bingo. Y'all have fun with this shit. Peace.
Hey, look.
It's
let
like
us
playing Dark. Well, because when you think about it, it's like playing Dark Souls on co-op, and
it really is.
Matter of fact, that's exactly what it is, dude. It's like fighting Ludwig on co-op.
Dude, you want look. I think my wife will probably say it better. It's like playing Warcraft, but you only get 3 hit points. Yeah. So you're going to choose your fucking option of ducking in the battle and hopping out the battle. Actually, Eris, no, F that. You and Chris, both of y'all play Monster Hunter. How many times has somebody just chilled while y'all was fighting the fucking monster?
That would usually be our tank.
Then the one person just be the
one person would be the tank, and we would just be attacking the other weak points. For example, somebody needs to break the horn, somebody needs to cut the tail off, somebody needs to somebody needs to throw somebody needs to throw like a poison at it just so it can get poisoned so its health can go down quicker.
Yeah.
We all got at the end of the day we all got jobs to do.
So Chris. So basically, what he's telling me is this: if we were all in the Gantz world, because this question is not going to be the last time I ask this question about us being in the Gantz world. So what I learned of what Eris just said, Eris is clearly going to be the James Harden of this team. He's not going to play no defense. Eris is going to be behind a fucking Honda. Look, we're fighting the monster. Eris is hiding behind a Honda the entire time until the monster gets open.
You know what scene defines both of y'all two? When Homeboy's fighting that one fucking demon and shoots it multiple times with that fucking sledgehammer of death, and D is the guy that's chilling. D is the guy chilling. D is the dude chilling in the car like, hey dog, quit dicking around with this fucking monster, Eris. Kill this guy already.
Okay.
Like, stop playing with your food.
Exactly.
Okay. Real talk. This is actually happening. This is happening in the sense of this. Now, what happened was you saw, like you said, the 2 Yakuza Bams for the Osaka team. They were chilling, and they looked up on the top of the building. You saw like an old man. You saw a big-ass Tengu. Mm-hmm. And the Tengu came down and started fighting everybody, took out the whole Osaka team except the other 2 niggas. Actually, there's one other person who's won the game 7 times. His name is Oka. Mm-hmm. Oka's not there right now. But anyway...
Mr. Afro Samurai himself, by the way. I love Oka.
The Tengu comes down, kills everybody. It's just those two guys left. And one guy has, like you said, the sledgehammer of death a weapon, and it hits the Tengu. The Tengu keeps getting back up and finally grabs him. And he's fighting him off. Now, yes, as much as I'm not that type of player, I have done that before. And I have done it to Eris Waterman. One of those times we were playing, it was one of the times where Eris was playing Vice City, and he was at the last stage where Tommy was killing off all the people trying, the Scarface level, where he's killing off everybody coming in the mansion. Okay, no bullshit. I don't know what Eris was doing that day, but Eris was playing with his food and he kept dying. And I was just like your homie George over there, Chris. Oh my God, are you serious? He's right there. Just kill him. Dude, I am not. Eris like, what would you do? I ain't helping you out, nigga. I remember telling that to Eris.
Now, here's the thing. The old man Tengu. See, here's the thing about this kind of things. When the old man Tengu's walking, here's me. Hey, guys, let's run because I don't trust that thing.
Yo, the second he kills, no, it was so funny. He kills Homeboy. He dies in the Tengu's arm, in Tengu's hand, right? He walks over there like, oh, you're dead. And then like I say, you see the old man just walking over there slowly. And they was like, and like you said, Chris, guys, either run or jump it right now. Run or...
but the thing of it is, it's just crazy because it's like, if I see an old dude and he's doing that, and here's the thing, the shit transforms into fucking big titty fucking damn demons, and that's when I got scared even more. I was like,
I loved it. I loved it.
What's going on, guys?
Because what happened was, because
should I be freaked out or aroused?
Oh, no. I was freaked out. I thought I'd be aroused with all those titties hanging out, but no, I wasn't.
Imagine dying by titty suffocation. Literally.
But dude, because that's what happened. Because what happened was he cuts the old man in half, right? And then the old man becomes two old men. And then he cuts him again, and then he goes with then he fights the old dude straight up, and the old dude pretty much does God, what was the master off of Kill Bill? What was his name?
Oh, was it Master Shifu?
Pai Mei.
Pai Mei.
Pai Mei, yeah, he Pai Mei's the shit out this nigga, hops on the motherfucker's sword and laughs at the motherfucker. And finally, Homeboy says, enough of this shit, puts down the sword, and yes, that suit is also a power suit too. Yeah. So he just flexed hard, ran over there, put this motherfucker in the full Nelson, and then all of a sudden, it turns into a big titty, and then the titty turns into multiple women, and then it engulfs him into this giant titty monster that's crying, and then you see the monster opens his mouth, and a head rolls out of it, and it's his head.
Now here's the kicker.
Holy shit!
Now here's the kicker.
This was on some Attack on Titan stuff right here.
Now here's the kicker.
Oh my God!
Now what I love about it, and here's the kicker too, is the fact that Kaito and them engage it, and who does the killing? Fucking Nishi's fucking camping ass just comes out of nowhere. Yeah, thanks for the kill, guys. Thanks for weakening it. I'm out.
Bro, how did you hold on? Did you like how Nishi just how he just unloaded the hammer of Dawn?
Basically,
dude. What made it so funny though was the fact that the way the monster moved. And guys, did you think the way I did? Yo, dodge, now attack it, now dodge, now attack it. Why y'all not doing nothing? Like, y'all are not holding this monster down for shit. Y'all some lame players. Hey, what the old man? Yo, nigga, log off, nigga. You not even helping.
But here's the weird part about it, though.
Because real shit, Eric, Chris, and if that was 3 Black Geeks. All right. And I meant that. Eris, you got the motherfucking hammer. You already know what to do. Chris, keep running around like an idiot. All right. I'm gonna shoot it. Like we're gonna have one person get followed by the monster. The other person, you shoot it from behind. We're gonna keep doing this shit until we light his ass up, or until Eris sees a good opportunity to drop the hammer down. Now I like the way Eris would have did it the exact same way too, because Kato gets grabbed up and is about to get ate by the monster, which, how do you like a monster open his mouth and all you see is boobs? But anyway, and right before he did it, all of a sudden, the hammer goes down. Splash! Nothing but blood everywhere. And knowing Eris would have said this with a cigarette in his mouth. Nigga, you didn't move out the way when I told you to.
Yo, but
Now, if the roles were reversed and it was me about to get eaten, I'd have looked at it and be like, all my life, I have trained for this day to get beautiful death.
Now, here's the thing.
Oh my god! No. The best part about it was that of the all being blood, he was still trapped in the clutches of that monster because the arm was still there. And Nishi did what I would have did, just point at it and shoot it anyway. And they had to hurry up and get caught. Almost got hit by the motherfucking hammer.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing: it escalates even more because the monster ends up turning into the final boss of the movie. But
yeah,
I'm gonna put a pin in that real quick. Oka, meanwhile, out here on his fucking Pacific Rim shit in a giant mech suit out of fucking nowhere fighting an invisible monster. And again,
you know what I said? The first time I saw that, when I saw the monster, when I saw that big ass mech show up, I was like, dude, intergalactic planetary.
Yo, but again, to show that the regular humans, how outmatched they are, the military is just sitting back like, what the fuck is going on? We got monsters now, mech suits? What the hell, man?
Whoa.
Like, what is life?
And then a couple of them say, is that the United States Army? Yeah, I would say the same thing.
I'm sorry.
USA, what the fuck is going on?
But what makes it even more funny, and this is why I like that this escalated in the manga, is the fact that the real world, they're reporting this shit on the news like, hey, shit's popping off in Osaka. Giant fucking giant bull monster is just going nowhere.
Kanjusa showed up. We told y'all this shit was real.
But no, what made it funny is that there's a fucking news helicopter hovering. I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Run!
Yo,
wasn't there like two of them?
It was two choppers.
Yo, nigga, like, Chopper 6 was hanging up tough out there, wasn't it?
No, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Go home.
This is Ernie Pie in the sky, and I see two monsters.
We're about to get this scoop.
I swear, this is The Simpsons. He be the, what's that newscaster that be in the helicopter?
Arnie Pie in the sky.
Yeah, Arnie Pie in the sky.
It's Arnie Pie in the sky. I'm like, dog. Because here's the thing.
Tell my wife I
love her. And here's the thing.
Yo. No, the best part about all this, this nigga Nishi, Oka, then takes out a fucking sword, and I'm thinking to myself, how many fucking games?
Oh, no. You forgot. He had the mech suit, got out the mech suit after it got damaged, kills the giant-ass bull monster because he's the fucking Green Ranger all of a sudden and shit, and then all of a sudden fights the final boss in the fucking suit. And it's a badass scene.
Yeah, that scene was really cool. I did get a chance to see that.
Because what happened is you see the now there's like, so wait a minute, how did the final boss show up? Well, because Nishi obviously is a cocky shit. He didn't follow the rule of double tap. The second that monster was a total puddle of blood, he should have kept on hitting the fucking, he should have started spamming that move. He didn't, and next thing you know, you see this big ass badass looking monster come up out of the fucking blood that talks, and he said what I would have said. This has been fun, but
now again, Nishi,
hold on, you say that right? Like you said, he instead of just continuously hitting the hammer, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you not double tapping? And now look, hold on, like now look at what you done. You done pulled back a nub. You ain't got your OP weapon anymore. So now the mech suit has to fight Nergigante.
Now here's the thing.
I was mad as shit because he disappeared and they all was all running away. And Nishi thought he had an open hit. All you see is this motherfucker reappear flying down with one less arm.
Now here's the thing about this, right? Oka's fighting the monster and Oka is just pulling out everything. Here's the kicker about this. Because Oka's smart, his mech suit gets fucked up by the monster after he kills it initially. And he's looking at the Osaka team like, yeah, so I wouldn't rest your laurels on the fact that he's dead. I'm going to go find some more weapons because fuck this shit. I'm out.
But, because what happened was, I like how he did that shit because he came down there and started talking what I like to call
karate lessons.
No, and the thing that get me was I love that part. He's like, "What you didn't know about me was I was on the ping pong team," and he starts motherfucking Iron Manning the shit out of him with the motherfucking repulsor blast and shit. He starts lighting his ass up. He said, "And I took karate. It was a correspondence course," and I'm like this. Why did you? Why? Why any of that? But yo, like you said, he likes this thing.
Like the only thing missing from him was, I threw that shit before I walked in the room.
I mean, but
you thought I was one of these regular niggas from Tokyo, but it was I, Dio. It was like the only thing that was missing of all of this shit.
But this monster is...
Oh, you really moving towards me, huh?
But this monster is literally Japanese doomsday. Like, nothing... He gets fucked up, and it's like, that's awesome. I'll adapt to that. And I'm like, oh, this is scary.
Yeah, the way he does it, he does the smart move. He's getting beat down in the power suit. And the homeboy's about to get the final blow. He steams that motherfucker. He's like, yo, where's he at? He gone. Next thing you know, Oka's behind this motherfucker. Like he's motherfucking Gene off a motherfucking Samurai Champloo and just splits this nigga in half. Drops him. And then that's what he said. That's what he looked at Tokyo team like, y'all can go ahead and kill him. I'm going to roll the fuck out. Because he's going to wake up soon. I'm going to get me some weapons. Double tap him at any time. And he just runs off. Here's the thing that pisses me off, Chris. These niggas didn't sit, and I counted, for a whole 7 minutes. Should we? How can we? Why? When? We got to do it. We have to. Someone has to do it. It has to be you. Don't do it. Don't get too close. But I have to. I have to breathe. You don't have to be a hero. They do this for 7 minutes. He finally gets the motherfucking gun. It's a regular gun too. It ain't the fucking hammer. It's the regular goddamn gun. He walks over to him. This ball pops out. Disperses all these needles. Of course, old man Suzuki or whatever the fuck his name is gets hit because we need to feel bad for his ass because he's been such a good character this whole entire time.
Yeah.
But so finally they look up after all the smoke is cleared, and I gotta be real. This nigga, the design for this final boss is amazing. All you see is just a skull, the muscles, and the spikes in the back, and all the rest of that shit. And he says the line that I think we were all thinking if you were that boss. What happened to the other guy?
The cockiness of this boss is just like, yeah, you guys are level 1. I'm going after him.
I like that shit too. He looks like, what happened to the other guy? He was fun to play with. And before they got a chance to do anything, this boss, I loved how he basically just bitch slapped these niggas across the way. He just like, don't go nowhere. I'll be back to kill you, and just jumps away.
But the kicker is like the fact that he was able to find Oka pretty quick, and Oka was like, yo, I'm going stealth. I'm going to find some more weapons.
Yo. I like how it happened. They make up this plan. It's like, yo, we gotta. When he comes back, we got to find a way to kill this.
Well, because you can only kill him by surprise attack, basically.
That's the only way they can do anything. We got to surprise attack him. So because and Oka did say that right before he left them. So they was like, we got to figure out what they gotta do. So Reika Wilson one tile, Kei goes, Yamazaki goes to the other one, and Kato is just like, all right, I can do this shit. I can do this, and you see the monster just fly back and just lands right behind him. And Chris, that's my favorite shot in the entire movie because when he lands behind him, you can see the terror on his face. The way it is, like, oh my god, and just the way because it's animated so well, they get the facial expressions right and all that. And he just slowly turns around and he looks at the monster's look what's in the monster's hand. It's Oka. Chopped in half.
Yeah, because Oka had no weapons.
Yeah, he chopped Oka in half like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And then Kato said with like anybody.
My man, hold this chop.
Yo, I think that's what exactly happened. It's like, you have no weapons? Fine. I have to go Ric Flair on your ass. Rick, what? Woo!
Now,
Yo,
now,
no. And then Kato,
Like what?
then like
I got a question.
Go ahead.
It's like there's a word, like there's a question on the street. Have you heard it? What did the blade say to the body? Shop.
Oh man, you know what my favorite cooking show is? Is it Chopped? Actually, no, it's the Barefoot Contessa. But that's number 2. Chopped.
Now here's the thing. The monster also has fucking Superman eye beams because while they're fucking him up with surprise attack, he doesn't know where it's coming.
Hold up, Chris. Hold up. Well, Chris, right. Now, the monster, Kato says, Kato knows that the girls are not in place yet. They're not ready yet. And he's like, he had to stall for any type of time. And it's the perfect time to ask that question. What are you? What do you want? Why are we doing all of this? And he just puts his finger on his forehead. And again, love the whole shot. He's like, do you know, like, am I God to you? And it's like, what? Am I a God to you? And as a person that didn't, the first time I saw this, I asked myself, so is this God? Because that's a cool ass concept. Nope. Aliens. Thank you. You had a chance to make this a cool concept. No, it's aliens and they're bored. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he has to wait for the girls to get into place. And finally, I like how out of nowhere, because it's not even a full-on monologue, like, you caught him talking type of thing, but they kind of did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he was just about to fight him. All of a sudden, boom, he gets hit in the back of the head, and then boom, gets hit by another direction. These girls, they were shit the entire movie. All of a sudden, they got aim of Sniper Wolf, and they are lighting this nigga up. And then we get that little freaky scene where his skull flies off, and you see his eyes. He's like, I see now. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga going to do? He starts spamming the living shit out of the Superman eye blast.
Right, because he's in chaos mode, because now he's in panic mode, because like, where the fuck are these shots coming from?
Yeah, and but here's the funny...
Like AKA when the monster goes into rage mode in Monster Hunter, like basically when Lunastra or Taelstra flies up in the air, causes that giant supernova and one shots everybody. Basically, if you're not hiding behind a rock or running, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So look, he's doing the same thing where it's pure desperation mode, but at the same time it's what you call controlled chaos, because he knows if he just spams enough, he's going to hit it. You know what I mean? And eventually you're going to have to move from that spot, and I can figure out where you're moving to from there. Mm-hmm. And it's a very tense scene because all he's doing is lighting everything up. Kato's like, wait a minute, where's the motherfucking hammer of Dawn at? Oh, it's over there. So he tries to run over to it. I like how my man, while getting lit up, has enough time to turn to him and then shoots right at Kato, taking out his legs. He straight up Lieutenant Dan's this nigga off the door. And look, you don't know, because it's so funny because you see like nothing knee down, right? And the first thing I yelled out, the first time I see you, like, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
You ain't got no legs, man.
You ain't got no legs. So he starts crawling over to the gun, and then he's about to get hit again. And then here comes everybody's favorite waifu that we have to protect. No. Not Rika. No. Not them beautiful titties over Rika. No, the other one that I don't like.
Yet still has a jiggle factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Eris?
You're like an 80-pound girl.
You know what, Eris? It ain't a bad jiggle factor, by the way. It really isn't. It's just, come on, man. I know what I want in this one. You know what I mean?
That's not the point. This isn't BAM. I'm just pointing out something that I had issue with.
Hey, look, we both had issues with it, but look, she does the gangster thing and runs directly at this motherfucker. She's just lighting him up. Boom, 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 boom. But much like a cockroach flying in the air, nobody's gangster anymore. She gets shot right in half. She gets torn right in half, right in front of Kato. And then it's still tense because the monster's still alive. Luckily, Reika, who is like one arm in it because wherever she was, the roof she was on is totally collapsed, and she's just hanging on the rail by one arm, and she's like still shooting this nigga. Again, give it up. She chose the best time to be gangster in this whole movie, and she's still lighting that nigga up. And then all of a sudden, Kato gets the hammer, and right before he is about to get hit, boom! And just drops him right into the, just drops him. And then he does what anybody with fucking common sense would have did. He starts spamming the living
tap out of the fuck out of this creature.
I mean, dude, and Chris, and more importantly, it comes with a scream, as you know, Eric, as you know, guys. And guys, as you know, when you scream while you shoot, that gives you 50 plus damage.
Oh, absolutely.
So he just the music, and by the way, I have to mention the music. The music has been average, but when it got really dramatic, the music worked very well in this movie. And that little scene, it worked very well. Yeah. He just starts spamming living shit out of that jump. Next thing you know, you find out that they won the game with 9 minutes to spare.
With the news copter surveying the damage, and the soldiers like, we're clearing out everything, and I'm like, so
what do we do, man? How we do this shit? Look, the mayor of Osaka. This is going to cost us how much again? Well, the estimate is 90. Oh no, stop talking. Just stop.
Please.
Just stop. Like, yo,
it's gonna cost how much? Interesting. Goes to the window, takes a leap.
Jumps. He just deadums himself. Just jumps right out the window.
Now here's the thing. Now I find it funny when they're tallying up the points, right? Nishi is pissed a little bit, like 12 points. This is bullshit. I'm like, dude, but you didn't do anything though, dude.
But here's the thing. Everybody showed up. Everybody except the Yakuza dude lived. Mm-hmm. And even Kato, he showed up, even though he should have died of blood loss, but everybody came back. And it was like, you're back, and all that. And like you said, they tally up the points. I love how they said, Baldy, 4 points. Here's me. Who did you kill?
No, I think it's like the SAT. You get points just for participating.
It has to be. And Reika, he said the ball. Jugs. Got like 7 points.
She got 6 points, and her total was 13.
I was like, not bad.
You did something. You killed 2.
You killed. No, her total was 13, so that means she killed 7 monsters. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Then went to Nishi, and Nishi only got 12 points, and then went to Kato and got 100 points because he killed the big boss. And even the Yakuza dude said that monster had to be worth 100. And so, what do you do? And I like how he's like, what do you do? And he chose to revive Homegirl. He chose to revive Yamasaki because, why not? I guess, why not? And I was right there. He's like, you could have been free. You could have gone home. And Nishi goes, this is stupid. I'm out of here. And Kato goes like, wait a minute. Wait, we can go home? Yeah, you can go home.
Yeah.
You didn't tell him that from the break?
I mean, he was all like, I'm trying to revive myself, and it's just like, no, he can actually do it.
He was like, I'm going to see my brother. He was like, I'm going to see my brother one day. Like, when you see Nishi walk out, he was like, wait a minute, so I can go home and see my brother? Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
So, when I show back? In like a week from now. Yeah, this is your new job, and you die.
Yeah, but the kicker is, like I said, I think when I, jumped the gun on the reveal, the old man was like asking her like, heck, how come we didn't tell him and stuff? And she was like, I think she asked him, and he was like, well, if we told him, he probably would have used the points to resurrect everybody that died, basically. Like everybody, including Kai, because Kai dies. I mean, that was the old man's logic, but So yeah, it's
hero logic. It's pure hero logic.
He risked his life for others. That's essentially his hero logic, essentially. So Yeah, it was interesting in and of itself that they did that way and stuff. That's why I was like, I wouldn't mind if they had kept going with these movies and stuff. But clearly, maybe there's no money in keeping doing this and stuff. So,
I mean, and on top of that, you got to think about it. This type of movie looked like it just took man hours to do, just a lot of it, and it made its money. If I ain't mistaken, didn't it make its money?
I think it made like 2.2 million in Japan.
You know how it is.
It made just enough. I mean, first of all, if this was Detective Conan, then yeah, this thing would have like caked.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like that's the one thing I never understood. I'm meaning to ask you this, and for a while, Eris, like I never understood how the box office works in Japan. Like what's good, what's considered good, what's considered okay, we broke even, what's considered just shitty. Because every time I look, especially with the anime movies, I notice that they don't make a lot even in Japan. Like what's considered good over there? I don't know.
No, I would say what's considered good over there is almost what's considered good in America. So if the movie is popular enough, like amongst its target audience, then it's a success. And if it isn't, then it's just one of those things where this wasn't good enough. But but it's kind of hard to. I wouldn't say it's hard. I mean, in some cases when, like for example, Conan, movies like Conan, like Yokai Watch, Pokemon, stuff like
Lupin.
that. Lupin to a certain extent, stuff like that that's like intentionally geared for kids, it's gonna rake in money.
Yeah.
Now stuff that's more for like young adults, general audiences, give yourself 50-50.
Let me get. That's why.
Go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, give yourself 50-50. See, a movie that's geared like directly towards children, they can go see that movie by themselves. They don't even have to take their parents to see it. They can easily walk in and watch the movie.
Yeah.
But which is the same thing that applies in America. You get a movie that's geared towards kids, it's gonna rake in money because they can see it themselves. They don't have to necessarily take their parents, but of course the parents are gonna go anyway, which doubles up on the box office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that kind of the reason why, like like good example, because I know it didn't make any money. Is that why like the third Bleach movie didn't make no money, and Dragon Ball Super Broly made a lot of money? Is it almost on that same
Bleach
level?
Movie, I would say the third Bleach movie didn't make its money,
Which is the good
because
one.
the movie,
by the way, it's the good one.
Now don't get me wrong, the movie is good, but it didn't make its money primarily because, I'm just gonna be real, Bleach really ain't that popular in Japan anymore.
Yeah.
I believe.
If anything, that movie was made. That movie was for the fans.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Gantz. Definitely worth the watch. Definitely
It is
worth the watch.
It's definitely worth the watch. It's one of these anime. It's one of the anime movies where if you feel that violent type of schlock isn't being made in anime no more. No, it still is.
I was gonna say, you get a taste of it with this movie.
Yeah,
you do. Now, the one good question before we wrap it up, Eris, is a good question I've been meaning to ask you for a while. You as much as we are nostalgic for the late 80s or early 90s anime, do we really want to see a comeback of it, or do we just want to see it done better? You know what I mean?
I'm in between.
I'd rather be done better. I'm
really in between, because there was a charm to the stuff of yesteryear versus me wanting it to be better. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I definitely want it to be better, but I guess what I'd like to see is like a hybrid of both. Which is what this movie is. This movie really is just a hybrid of both.
Yeah, I see that because it's just kind of funny.
If I can get that, then I'm good. I'm not gonna I can't complain. I mean, and now I use that term very loosely. There's plenty I can complain about, but
it's like look.
But overall, I'll be satisfied.
It's like Sojo and Sojo. It's not Sojo. It was like girls geared comics. I mean manga. Freaking any magic girl crap I don't like. Loli Moe I don't like.
The harem.
Do you know how bad I feel? How bad I feel that I'm still partially a Tenchi Muyo fan. Do you like harem anime doesn't even try? Let's just be real. It didn't try when Tenchi was out, but it really doesn't try now. It doesn't. Oh my god, I hate that. And to me, that's where it sucks. But then you have all the rest of this anime that's pretty damn good. It's pretty well animated, pretty decently written. Anime is such a big mixed bag now where I can't say anime sucks, but at the same time, you do miss it. And that's just because we're getting old. You know what I mean? You do kind of miss those days with the Sci-Fi Channel watching those shitty anime. Oh yes, because they showed a lot of shitty ones.
Call it what you will. It still had its charm for what it was.
It did have its charm. I think there is a lot of fun going back and watching an Angel Cop. There's a lot of fun going back watching Dominion Tank Police and shit like that. That's a lot of fun. But at the real, call a spade a spade. Here's a good. Nope. That's why you and I have fights over Venus Wars, because I get it. I miss it. There are some scenes of that movie that are gorgeous. Oh God, why do you like this, Eris?
Oh man,
I don't have it in me. I do not have it in me no more to like anime like that, man. But whatever. Anyways, we're done with that. Next week we go to blaxploitation. That's right. Going back to our own people. And this time we get to see Abby.
We see y'all next week. Peace.
We done.
Melodies.